Neumann Steel took sustainability seriously at an earlier stage. What drove that?
A very, very key factor for us was the introduction of the environmental and sustainability specialist. He's developed a whole waste management system for us.
Our driver going forward is to be the number one recycled plastic void former in Queensland. We're certainly on that journey.
It's a good news story for many people, including the builder, the homeowner and us as a supplier.
We've had education around what do we actually throw into the bin, right through to putting our $1.6 million solar panels on our roof. That's the journey that our company takes to embark on this.
Welcome to RDA Gold Coast's special 4-part episode on Neumann Steel's sustainability journey. Over the next few episodes, we'll explore how this industry leader has evolved from its beginnings in 1970 as Newcast to becoming a pioneer in sustainable steel manufacturing. Joining us today is Kathy, Ross, Guy and Nick. Together they'll share insights into the company's transformation, the challenges faced and the innovative steps taken to integrate sustainability into their operations. In this first episode, we'll be taking a step back to where it all began. What drove the shift from traditional manufacturing to an environmentally responsive approach? So let's dive in. So Kathy, welcome.
Thank you.
Neumann Steel has a long history, as I said, dating back to 1970. Can you share the story behind its founding and how it evolved from Newcast into the company we know it to be today?
Neumann Steel, as you've mentioned, has been around for a very long time, or the Neumann group of businesses have been around for a long time. The Neumann family literally helped shape the Gold Coast through its very many diverse businesses. I think back in the day when you were mentioning Neumanns being pioneers, they probably didn't realise it back in the day, but they were very good at assessing the market, understanding customer needs and what was needed on the Gold Coast, and evolved from there. The big thing that they did really focus on was people. They really, really paid attention to people. Following on from that was the safety and quality of the products, and then just naturally evolved into environment. A lot of the Neumann family actually live in Currumbin on the Gold Coast, and it was just natural that sustainability came from the fact that we want to keep the environment in which we live, because we live and work in this environment.
So was the first company for Neumanns, was it opened here on Currumbin? Was that where it originated?
Correct, yes. So Neumann Steel specifically, we've got branches all the way from Hervey Bay, Caloundra, Capalaba, Currumbin, and then one further down south in New South Wales and Thornton.
Is there any thoughts of expanding further? Because that's quite a big reach.
Yes, we are now expanding into Western Corridor.
Really?
Yes, very
Wow,
exciting.
that is exciting. So, Ross, the company has played a major role in infrastructure projects like the Q1 Tower and the Gold Coast Light Rail. What has been Neumann Steel's impact on Australia's construction industry?
Well, we live and work in a beautiful place, and we're very proud to, primarily on the Gold Coast, be building the infrastructure for the area in which we trade. So the company's grown into a diverse business where we trade in residential markets, commercial markets and infrastructure. So very proud to have built everything from the Q1 to the light rail to the major highways in which that we're driving on.
You cover Australia-wide. Do you cover internationally or not?
Primarily in Australia and on the eastern seaboard, we choose to trade, and southeast Queensland specifically.
I don't know who's best for this one, but in the late 1990s, the early 2000s, global conversations in general about climate change were gaining momentum. But what motivated Neumann Steel to take sustainability serious at that time?
The Neumanns have always looked at developing something with less waste or more environmental, if I say, impact. And it's always been at the core of their business to do something more innovative, to create something for a customer that was better for the customer and for the environment. When we've looked at an innovative product, we've always listened to what our customer needs are, and we've developed products and designed them, and we've had interesting businesses on boards that have allowed us to do that. So, for example, if we look at Neumann Steel, we don't just do steel. We have a injection molding facility on board, which has allowed us to create innovative products in other areas. So when we had a customer that came to us and said, oh, we need a different type of bar chair, we were able to create a new rail because we had a different business on board which other steel companies don't have. So we've been able to enhance what we do because of those innovative practices. And I guess from our perspective, a very, very key factor for us was the introduction of the environmental and sustainability specialist, namely Philippe, who's been very passionate on board to help us develop that in that area. So yes, it's been a journey ever since 1970, and now we have a person that's fully focused in this area. He's developed a whole waste management system for us. We've obviously gone into the solar panels, so the Neumanns have invested 1.6 million, third on the Southeast Queensland, with that initiatives. And then following on from then, we've got other environmental initiatives that we develop, and a main part of that is the waste reduction part of our business.
Yeah. And I think that part of that whole journey has to involve the employees.
Agreed. The strength is in our team. We actually did a survey quite a while ago in sustainability and what our actual staff members thought of that. And there was a very good uptake in us wanting to do this. So we actually asked everybody, did you want to embark on this journey?
Wow.
And it was a very interesting outcome.
One of the things that I think is the most exciting that's happening at the moment is Neupods. Neupods has been a game changer in reducing plastic waste in construction. That is just amazing. Can you tell us how this innovation came about and the impact that it's had on the industry in general?
The need was there, and the truth is that Kathy approached us and said, there's been talk about it along the line, and said, let's get this going. And without management encouragement, this wouldn't happen. Yeah. Where we do well with new products is because we understand the industry, we understand the uses, the people working with the goods. And one of the main things that we look at as well is environmental issues. It's at the top of the list. So when it come to Neupod, it was fairly easy because we've looked at other systems out there and looked at the failures of those systems, the issues they created on site. We looked at materials, obviously, and the issues that polystyrene causes, and we didn't want to go that way. Secondly, we looked at the transport issues. A load of polystyrene would do one slab, where a load of Neupod you could do 4 to 5 slabs. And again, the biggest one, of course, was environmental, using recycled plastics. Now, recycled plastics aren't necessarily the cheapest way to go, but ethically, that we felt we needed to go. We use up to 100% recycled.
So where is Neupods today, and where is it going tomorrow?
Today we're really focused on using 100% recycled plastic, Australian recycled plastic in our Neupod. But we are experiencing challenges around that area. We do have to bring up a lot of most of our plastic currently comes up from New South Wales or Victoria recycled. We would really love to see support for such a facility where we can buy Queensland recycled plastic to support us up here, so that government buy-in to give us that would be great. It also helps us around our efficiencies and costs related to transporting recycled plastic up from down south. Our driver going forward is to be the number one recycled plastic void former in Queensland. We're certainly on that journey. What we have done is form partnerships really well out in the marketplace.
I guess over to you, Ross. How is it being adopted within the construction industry? And I think it's not just for major construction; it's also for house constructions and things like that as well, isn't it? It's across the board.
Yeah, well, primarily it's for slab on ground residential, so that's the core offering for it. So the uptake's been great. So it is a change in the industry to this is a specialty product. It's unique. And it provides value to the builder, but changing a building way in the market, a historic way, is difficult. It's quite amazing what we're finding once we do convert a customer, the longevity and the passion for the product. So I think what we're doing is, it's a good news story for many people, including the builder, the homeowner, and us as a supplier. So we're pretty excited about the journey of Neupod, where it's started and where it's going in the future.
Neumann Steel has been recognised with major sustainability awards. How have these accolades influenced the company's approach and the industry reputation?
I think Neumann Steel, particularly has a very proud reputation with that, and not only just with our customers but our employees as well. So for me, that's a real achievement, again, because we've had the focus, and once again we've employed a specialist in this area that's helped promote that and get that on board. That's really been the driver for us to show our commitment in this area. We're very committed in this area, and again, it's a very proud reputation that we hold.
And I guess up to now we've concentrated a little bit on new pods, and we are going to be doing a podcast on that shortly. Can you outline some of the other things that you've done that have helped your environmental journey?
So when you mention like our waste management system,
Yes.
Recycling, we always promote the fact that we are a recycled business as much as we possibly can do, through our steel, through our plastics. So a business as a whole, we are a recycled business. We've embraced the solar project, so that's a huge project that we've taken on board. We've had, education around what do we actually throw into the bin, right through to what products do we produce, what do we sell? So to recycle to putting a $1.6 million solar panels on our roof. That's the journey that our company takes to embark on this.
I love that that the employees, if they think of something, they can bring it to the table as well. And I think that sometimes some of the best ideas come from the people who are actually working on product to make those suggestions. And Neumann Steel are definitely an example of adopting what the employees come up with as well. But sustainability at Neumann Steel now extends beyond environmental initiatives to include social responsibility. How does the company integrate workplace safety, diversity and community engagement into your sustainability strategy?
Safety is our number one priority. Absolutely. Nothing starts without safety. We work in a very high-risk manufacturing environment. Everyone is very aware of that. Doesn't matter where you work. We have talks around that all the time. We have a fantastic safety team on board, and safety is everyone's responsibility again. So it's the highest priority being in our business. Further on to that, the social responsibility around our employees and diversity. We're pro-diverse. And I say that because I'm probably the only general manager in the steel industry at the moment, as being a woman. So that's very proud and good on the Neumanns for actually appointing myself, and I say that respectfully. But it's a challenge, but we have a great team, and we're looking to be more pro-diverse and culturally diverse. We embrace it, we incorporate it. We've got so many wonderful people in our team, and we just work with it, and it's absolutely enhanced our business.
Look, thank you very much for talking to us today and giving us some insight. If you were to leave our listeners with any advice on how they can start down their journey, on how they can start the journey, or how to begin, what would that be?
My answer would be it starts with a team.
Yep.
Mine would be it's a conscious choice, and it's a conscious choice for now and for the future.
Mine is finding a starting point, identifying that and talking to management and get their buy-in.
Mine is help the environment by design.
Great last words. So thank you all so much. Today we've uncovered the remarkable journey of Neumann Steel from its beginning as Newcast to becoming a trailblazer in sustainable steel manufacturing. So a huge thank you to Kathy, Ross, Guy and Nick for sharing your expertise. In our next episode, we'll dive into how Neumann Steel have navigated environmental policies and programs to redefine industry standards. So thank you for joining us, and remember to like, follow and subscribe for more insights. Thank you.